Well, what is the motivation for unleashing webbook power? The basic issue that we're dealing with is we are very comfortable gathering information by reading books and publications, and we do this by page information access technique. Well, webbooks use a different approach, and because of that, this can be unsettling at first. It's almost kind of frustrating and discouraging. But if you take the time to understand the information that's presented here in Unleashing Webbook Power, you can quickly become comfortable with the webbook media and enjoy using it. The webbook our understanding webbook power involves exploring what is called metacognition. Cognition being thinking and meta being above thinking, so thinking about thinking. And so this pioneering work was done by Tony Buzan in the 70s, and the webbooks use the legume method, which builds on this mind mapping technique, and it extends it to multiple pages, the web, and information networks. So if you want to impress your friends, tell them you're working on metacognition. The challenge I urge you to take up is to add nonlinear thinking to your thinking toolkit. So you're accustomed to reading books, and you read these in a linear page-by-page fashion. But it turns out that the brain is capable of processing, it's certainly capable of doing this linear fashion, but it's also capable of much, much more. So the brain effectively jumps from one thought to related thought and from there to elsewhere. And think about it this way, the brain is always someplace, but you can get to many other places from there. So it's like being on a web page with links to many other web pages. The first concept or the first level of nonlinear thinking is hierarchical thinking, where you think about information in layers and you drill down from one layer to another. Think of this as in a book, you would think about this as a progression from books to chapters in the book and to sections in the chapter. That would be the book's hierarchy. Above another concept in nonlinear thinking is network thinking. And so in here, when you consider network thinking, consider information as broken into nuggets, and you can process these nuggets linearly, and so you just have a string of nuggets. But you can also arrange the nuggets in a hierarchy that shows how they're related to each other. But you can also think of a network of nuggets where each nugget can be linked to any other nugget so that you can move there quickly. So that's more this network concept that we're trying to understand here. So in webbooks, bubbles represent the titles of the information nuggets, and the power then of the legume method that enables the webbook author to present this information so that it can be navigated linearly as a hierarchy or as a network. And so you, the webbook user, can choose the style of navigation that is most useful at the moment. As you understand the high-level webbook and the typical webbook pages, you'll see how all these forms play together.